It wasn't about we, the people, it was about him and what he wanted to do. And now Gavin Newsom is doing the same exact thing. The same exact thing. It's dangerous. Politicians, okay, let's just get to it, okay? Politicians should not be able, to me, who am I, right? But I don't believe that politicians should be able to say, I want this district to be this and that district to be that, and call it what it is. Because essentially you're allowing for what you want to happen to happen. So now my little old vote really doesn't matter if I'm grouped up into a district that is heavily leaning towards being Republican. Y'all, my words, they're fighting me. We will get through. Anyways, so what would be the point in me voting if I know that you, at any moment, you can decide to redistrict and change it up and make it so that the district I was in, if it was leaning towards Republican, nope, I don't like that. I'm going to lean it toward Democrat. It's leaning toward Democrat. Nope, I don't like that. I'm going to lean it toward Republican. At your whim, you can just flip flop because you want what you want. What about the Americans, the people lowest on the totem pole? What about us? It doesn't matter, right? That's what you're telling us. You're telling us that, yeah, democracy and get out and vote and make sure that your voice is heard. That's what I try to preach. But what does it matter if when you decide that now you want more congressional seats, you'll just pressure states, right, into changing what they've had going on just so you can get what you want. And then other governors can say, yeah, I don't like that, so I'm going to change mine. What? To me, again, it should be independent. That's why I said it should be independent of politicians. Politicians should have no say-so. No say-so whatsoever. Because if you have say-so, then you can rig it however you want to rig it. The Republicans were big on, it's a rigged election. It's a rigged election. It's a rigged election. And now he went and basically rigs elections. Because if you can change it at your whim, if you know this state is important, so I need this state, they're not picking out just random states. They're picking out states they know are important. They understand the numbers. They understand swing states and this, that, and the third. They understand. So they're picking states specifically for their own benefit. But then we're told that we should go out and vote and participate in this foolery. I struggle with telling people to go out and now, especially after understanding all of this that's going on, I struggle to tell people to go out and participate in something with at any moment they can decide to change it up and just make it so it's their favor. No matter how much you vote, no matter how much you do, if they change the district and now you're one little Democratic vote amongst 1,000 others, it's not going to make a difference. They're going to get what they want. So instead of it being fair and competitive and you actually going out to do the work and to please the Americans, to please the people that matter, you just change it up. And you say, I'll make it so I win regardless. I'll make it so I get what I want regardless. I don't have to worry about what American votes or doesn't vote. Who they voted for and don't vote for won't matter. If I set it up so that it's in my favor, I don't have to think about what American is going to vote for what. I don't have to think about it. And then you got silly governors who go out and instead of staying steadfast and saying, hey, no, look, we're not going to change the democracy because we believe the vote matters with the American people. That's what he should have came out and said. He should have came out and spoke against it and screamed from the rooftops and had other people screaming from the rooftops to understand what this means. But you're just playing right into it. And then other people are going to play right into it. Other politicians are going to play right into it. Everyone's just going to play into this dirty game of getting what they want. And screw the Americans. Screw the Americans who actually go out and vote and would love to see a change in America. What would like, quite literally, and I mean this with all sincerity, what would be the point of voting if you are just going to make it to where you get what you want anyway? Huh? It just won't matter. And I feel so silly for being like, no, guys, really go out and vote. Why? If they're going to change the democracy in our face. And most people, okay, most people are just going to give up and give in. They're going to just say, why does it matter? If they can play these games and get away with these games and no one is going to speak about it, no one is going to say, hey, this is probably not a good idea, because he can get in and do what he wants to do, and then someone else can come in and do what they want to do, and it's just going to flip, flop, flip, flop, flip, flop, flip, flop, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. However they want it to look is how it's going to look. And Americans just have to sit there and watch the ball go back and forth, back and forth. But be told that we should be proud. Be told that we should love our country. Does our country love us? Question. Does our country love us? Because I can't imagine. Thanks for tuning in. And before you go, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Black and Classic Podcast.